Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're gonna love today's topic, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Now you might be thinking, what? Why does an entrepreneur or a CEO need to know about a play written over 400 years ago? Hear me out. The themes in Hamlet are timeless: leadership, decision-making, strategy, moral dilemmas, and the list goes on. These are all things we deal with in business every day, so hit that like button and let's dive deep. We'll go scene by scene and pull out nuggets of wisdom that you can apply in your leadership journey. This is not just old-school literature. It's an old-school playbook for modern success. Act 1, Scene 1. The ghost appears. Imagine you're a guard on a cold, dark night, and suddenly a ghost shows up. It's unsettling and mysterious. The ghost here can be a metaphor for the unforeseen challenges or opportunities in business. You can't prepare for what you don't know, but you can be alert. When something unexpected shows up, don't panic. Analyze it, seek advice, and decide your next move. Scene 2. The new king talks. Claudius, the new king, delivers a speech. He's really convincing. But as we find out later, he's not trustworthy. The line, "something is rotten in the state of Denmark," can apply to companies with toxic cultures. Leaders must go beyond smooth talking to build trust. You have to walk the talk. Scene 3. Goodbye and advice. Laertes gives advice to Ophelia. Give thy thoughts no tongue. As a leader, you need to think before you speak. Every word you say can influence your team or market perception. Scene 4 and 5. The ghost shows up again and speaks to Hamlet. The ghost reveals he's Hamlet's father and was murdered by Claudius. The lesson here is when you get crucial information, how you act on it can define you. As Hamlet says, "The time is out of joint, O cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right." Leaders are born to fix issues, so get ready to take action. Act 2, Scene 1 and 2, Spying on Laertes and more. Spying and a plan. The royal family is spying on Laertes, trying to find out what he's up to. In business, it's natural to keep tabs on competitors, but instead of getting obsessed, focus on what you can control. "Give me that man that is not passion's slave," says Hamlet. In other words, don't be controlled by your emotions. Scene 1, To be or not to be. This is where Hamlet questions the point of living with his iconic line, "To be or not to be, that is the question." In business, especially when things are tough, sometimes we ask ourselves, is it worth it? The real question should be, how can we make it worth it? Make tough calls and stick by them. Scene 2. The play. Within the play. Hamlet sets up a play to catch the king's guilt. Here he tells actors to be natural so the king doesn't catch on. In business, always test your theories before fully committing, just like a pilot program. Suit the action to the word to the action, advises Hamlet. Keep your actions and words consistent. Act 3, Scene 3 and 4, the king prays and Hamlet talks to his mum. Hamlet has a chance to kill the king but doesn't, because he's praying. Timing is everything. "Now might I do it, Pat." Now he is praying. "And now I'll do't," says Hamlet, but he hesitates. In business, when opportunity knocks, answer the door. Act 4, Scenes 1 to 7, the twist and turns. From Hamlet being sent to England to Ophelia going mad, a lot happens. This reminds us that the business landscape can change rapidly. Always be ready to adapt. Act 5, Scene 1, At the graveyard. Now we're at the graveyard. This is where things start to get really, really real. Hamlet's holding a skull and gets all deep, saying, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy." He's talking about a jester he knew as a kid, but that skull makes him think about life and death in a big way. And why does this matter for a CEO or business leader? Well, Hamlet is forced to consider the bigger picture, the end game, if you will. In your business journey, it's easy to get lost in the day-to-day grind, but sometimes you have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Where is your company going? What's your ultimate goal? And what legacy will you leave? The skull in your hands could be your business's future. You have the power to shape it. But you've got to think about it now, not when it's too late. Scene 2, the big fight and ending. Okay, this is it, the final showdown. Hamlet and Laertes have a sword fight, but there's a twist. Laertes' sword is poisoned. They fight, they switch swords, and, spoiler alert, they both get hit by the poisoned sword and die. Before dying, Hamlet says, "The rest is silence." Oh man, talk about a lesson here. First, the obvious. Action has consequences. If you make a decision to, say, cut corners in business, it'll come back to haunt you, just like Laertes' decision to cheat came back on him. The second takeaway is about legacy. When Hamlet dies, his last words are, "The rest is silence," but his story lives on. And so will the story of your business, in the impact it has on your team, your customers, and the world. You have the power to decide what that story is, but you've got to act wisely. Now let's not forget about the line, "The readiness is all." Hamlet says this before the fight, and it's super relevant for business leaders. Being prepared for whatever comes your way is crucial. Whether it's a new competitor entering the market or a global pandemic shutting everything down, your readiness to adapt and face challenges head-on will define your success. So in a nutshell, Act 5 is about confronting the big scary stuff, the end game, the consequences, the legacy, and the need for readiness. Each of these themes has a direct parallel in the business world. Let's take a moment to wrap up with accountability lessons and leadership takeaways from Hamlet. Accountability lessons. 1. Own your decisions. Hamlet struggles with this big time. 2. Act on information. When you get the info, take action. 3. Expect the unexpected. Be ready for anything. Leadership takeaways. 1. Sincere guidance. Give thy thoughts no tongue. Be careful with your words. 2. Test theories. Use a play within a play to test your strategies. 3. Seize opportunities. Timing is everything. Act when the moment is right. Alright, that's it. If you found value in this, smash that like button and let me know what you think in the comments below. I can't wait to see how you apply these timeless lessons in your modern world. Let's go. Be the leader you're meant to be.